Hey, well, hell there, bro. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm good.
Yeah,
Had a pretty long day, kind of uh, pushing it a little bit.
yeah, me and you both, I think.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I seen what you did over there. It looked
yeah,
really good.
yeah. So anyway, got a little more to go. We got to get the decorative part of it and all that, and uh, see how
Well,
long it takes people to come over. Yep, there's Red Dirt. There's Monty and Michelle.
hello,
Hey
Monty.
guys,
Hello,
welcome
Michelle.
in. Got to be first. Woohoo!
Well, first
Y'all
in
are
the
first. Y'all made it.
Where's Scotty?
Yeah, where's Scotty? I know, right? He's
What's
slacking.
up with
No,
Scotty?
man. Yeah. But anyway, y'all got a special guest on tonight. Y'all got Mickey with Critter Creek.
Yeah, I thought that was a good idea, Monty, Michelle, whoever we're talking to, or both. I thought that was a really good idea to have a host, a guest on like that. Oh,
Yeah, okay. Mo's. He
here
said, "Here
I
I am, Mo."
am.
It's
Like
got good.
Mo
Hey,
Dog.
there's Tracy and Musgrave Family Farm. Good to have y'all guys in. Yeah, but
Tracy. Hey,
yeah,
Dan.
yeah. And
Rebecca.
there's Rebecca in. Yep, she's
Yeah.
there.
Welcome
Uh,
in, welcome in.
yeah, and
So
yeah,
glad
we'll
you're jumping
you
on in
know,
at 7.
and
That's what,
yeah.
Monty and Michelle said there.
Yeah, I see that there. Yeah. Matter of fact, let me just show that up there so people can see, in case some of the Facebook. Well, Waters Family Homestead. First time visit. There's Troy Sutton. Hey, guy. Good to see you in, buddy.
Hey, Troy.
Uh, yeah. And yeah, it's Joey Bartlett. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Um, anyway, so Michael, Waters Family Homestead. Nice to see you in with us. Be a short visit, but
Joy.
uh, yeah, but no, it's all good. No, yeah, I think everybody's been busy. I know I was um, running all day today, so yeah. But anyway,
So you
still
wanna
doing things with my condo. Maybe we'll try to do a video of the place. There you go, Scotty. Yeah.
okay, you wanna tell people what you was doing? I kinda got in on the first half of that project.
Yeah, you did. So everybody, what when I say I'm being busy today, in fact, why I was late getting in tonight to be able to join in on the lives. Uh, Keith and I's mom and my dad, their headstones at the cemetery. Our dad passed away about well, 10 years ago, coming up in April. But anyway, his headstone was on a pad, and our mom's headstone from a little over 2 years ago was on a headstone. Well, hers was the wrong pad, and it was sinking, and the headstones weren't in line, and there was mud. It was just a lot of problems, and so been working towards the plan. And a couple of weeks, I guess, a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Anyway, we got over and pulled their headstones off, uh, and then Keith and myself and our sister Rose and Mr. P came over, and as well as uh, uh, Cody, the Code Man. Some of y'all have met and seen in the chat. Anyway, we came over and we pulled that off, and we poured a concrete pad to set our parents' headstones on so they would be level and even and out of the mud and not sink. And
So
so,
I wanna know how you got that done because you had set up a schedule with our friend TJ, who
right.
has
Oh, yeah,
a, uh,
yeah,
funeral home, and
yeah.
he
If you're
does like that.
Yeah, I'll
But
give you a shout out to him. If you're in the eastern Oklahoma, western Arkansas area, Holt Funeral and Cremation in Poto, Oklahoma.
yeah,
My buddy TJ, he's walked me through a lot with it, but how did I get it done? Because TJ was supposed to come help me today. He has a tractor, backhoe, and all this other stuff. Supposed to come help me move these headstones from the ground on the 2x4s onto the concrete slab. And for if you've never messed with headstones, they're expensive and they're heavy. So you don't want to break them. You don't want to drop them.
and
And
and I just wanna say it's harder to corner a corner.
yes, very
He's not
much.
really a corner, but he's the guy who,
Well, he's a
picks
funeral home guy.
people up.
Anyway, he was supposed to meet me today. Well, he ended up having a funeral today, and which is unusual for a Sunday. But in our county, the county will open them up and close the graves, but they will not do it on the weekend. So he had to go do that with his tractor. So what I did was borrowed a trailer from one of my nephews and took my tractor over and used the forklift attachment on my tractor and couple of straps, using them as slings, and our sister and brother-in-law there to help me. And we got them lifted up and set and measured and put them on the pennies so they'll stay up off. All right, got them leveled and got them set where they weren't rocking. And so there they are. They're done. And so that's what we were doing. That's what I was doing this afternoon.
Yeah, you was doing that right up until the time you barely made it there at the end of
Well,
Robbie's, you know?
right. Well, I was dark. I had to meet my nephew, and he was needing to borrow the tractor. So we dropped the trailer. He grabbed it. So yeah, I got dinner, got home. So yeah, I literally just walked in the door right before I got on with Robbie and them over in the Wild Huckleberry. There he is.
Yeah,
Anyway, there's speaking of Robbie. There's the Wild Huckleberry Inn. But anyway, that's what I've been doing today. So anyway, this afternoon, I should say, I had church this morning, but that's what I've been doing. Is working over there, and we've got a little bit more work to do. We're gonna do some bordering and bring in some white gravel, white rock, and put a couple of the granite vases on the concrete, and then I'm going to seal that concrete and make sure it doesn't have any problems down the road. But yeah, so just doing something nice for our parents, and solving a problem because we had our mom's headstone was starting to sink on one side, so that's a problem. So
settling. Those things
yeah,
are so heavy. Had no
yeah,
idea exactly how heavy they were until you and I had to muscle those things off of those pads, and
right.
that's crazy, guys. That is.
That was crazy. You think they're heavy, but I will tell you this: using the tractor and lifting them with the slings, whole lot easier.
Did that balance out right? I had this picture in my head that they would topple
Well,
and cause a
we
problem.
we made slings, went under the bottom, right,
Yeah.
and made a sling, and so it cradled it in the sling on both sides.
Oh,
So
good job,
yeah,
man.
yeah. So
Good job, bro. I wasn't there with him today. I was
yeah,
there with
well,
Mark.
yeah. Rose, and our brother-in-law Wes were over, and Wes is the one that figured out the slings, how to hook them. So
Oh, that's
yeah.
good.
Yeah. So anyway, and he's still pretty strong. So when we were needing to make the minor adjustments, his strength was needed. So,
Right.
but anyway,
Yeah.
there's that. And thank you, Tracy, Tim. We try to be good sons. So anyway, we try. And but anyway, so yeah, just taking care of that, and I'll get a picture up later. I've got one on my phone, but I ain't gonna be able to get it in for here. But anyway, so what was you running and doing all day?
Me?
Yeah.
Um, well, can I say it on YouTube,
Was you
Facebook?
getting? Was it them new spectacles on your face? Was that part of your day?
No, actually, that was part of yesterday. When we went to Brannock's party yesterday, we
Right,
went
right.
to DBAT there, and I don't know if I left it there at DBAT, but I lost my glasses.
Yeah. Oh dear.
And then we went to Jeremy's, and then it could have been that we lost them at Jeremy's, but I don't know. So I was like, I just can't go through life. I don't care what they look like. I just got to get something that'll get me through till I go back
Man.
And get me some new glasses. I've been needing new glasses. I don't know if anybody's really noticed my glasses over time,
Yeah.
but there were times, bro, that one of my earpieces, that whole thing right there was missing. It was missing.
Yeah.
And,
Gone.
you're just going, you're going live, and you got that earpiece missing. You think, maybe nobody will ever notice.
Man, I don't know.
and I have stitched that thing together 9 ways.
Oh man.
you
Yes.
know, and so I made it through all of that.
Right.
And then I wind up losing the thing.
Yeah.
So, but it's okay, man. I can see, and
Well, that's all that matters, right?
yeah.
But,
So had
yeah.
fun yesterday, and of course our sister is in from Thanksgiving, and she's
No,
like,
she's in through Thanksgiving. She's in way early.
yeah,
But that's
yeah,
okay.
she's tired.
She retired.
I
Yeah.
don't know what that means for us, by the way. She's here. We can pick on her a little bit.
Well, we get to find out, because
Here.
we get to find out what that actually means, for us. Our sister lives in the Houston area, north of Houston. Scotty said that was during your nerd stage, Keith.
I don't think I ever left that, Scotty.
uh, Thank you, Monty and Michelle. Yes, everybody hit the thumbs up.
Scotty, what do you
Appreciate
think
that.
about these? Does this fulfill the nerd
I think it
thing?
does.
Tell me, man.
Hey, get you a little bit of tape right there in that center bridge,
You're right there. You give me a pocket protector right there. That'd be
There
great.
you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So
no, anyway, she just retired as a school nurse, so she's, figuring out life, as a retired person, so she's up visiting and getting to stay, and it was her grandson, our great nephew's, 8th birthday party Saturday, or so she wanted to make sure she was up for that, and so, yeah, so she's hanging out, and, you know, we'll find out what
she's
that's like.
hanging out, telling everybody what to do. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, she's hanging
Hey.
out and talking to
Hey,
everybody.
she's the organizer. I mean, listen, every family's got to have that person, and that is her. We love her to death for
Let me qualify that. Self-appointed
that.
organizer. Okay?
She comes back and watches this. We gonna be in trouble.
It's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah.
But anyway,
You'll
no,
never know.
it's
She'll never
yeah.
know.
As long as Scott doesn't tell, we'll be all right. All right.
That's what we ought to do is we ought to call up Scott and get him
No
on.
kidding. You ought to message him, man. You ought to message Scott. Say,
Yeah.
hey,
Hey,
we're on. Get on.
you guys stick around to the end because we got a little bit of an important conversation to have with you
Yeah,
guys later. But
yeah. Let's
until
try to
then,
have some fun first. Yeah.
yeah, that's right.
But anyway, so anyway, I heard somebody say it was 120 something days to Okie. 120 days, 120
That
something.
was Ed Kirkpatrick saying that.
Yeah,
It
he
was
keeps track.
120
He keeps the
days.
counter.
I
But
know he's counting down. Not only that, but we were asked by Robbie if we were going to be going to the one in Arkansas.
yeah, I mean, I told him on the phone when we talked yesterday
Mm.
um, that I planned on, didn't know in what capacity, but I did plan on still going because I mean that's in my backyard, and as an Arkansas guy and guy trying to get a new channel off the ground, and all that stuff. That
You got the dates on that, by the way, just in case people.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do. That is April 17th and 18th at Conway Expo Center, Conway, Arkansas. It is the
Yeah,
Central Arkansas Homestead Conference. So anyway, uh, so he said it was 124 days, is what Robbie said.
yeah, yeah.
And
That's
Scotty, that statement there above that is kind of what we're going to talk about here towards the here in a little while. We kind of got some stuff to talk about with that. I'm glad you're in to I guess glad you're in to hear it, but anyway, we'll determine later. But anyway, but yeah, that is at Conway, Arkansas, Central Arkansas Homestead Conference in Conway, Arkansas, April 17th and 18th. But which unfortunately, or fortunately, unfortunately, is the same weekend as the 10 Killer YouTube meetup.
it's a conflict, right? I
It is
mean,
a very
like
big
we had that
conflict. Yes,
conversation. We had that
yes,
conversation before. What do you choose, or do you kind of split it up and do a little of both?
right, right, and so,
I know
but yeah,
where Robbie's going to be.
and we know where Robbie's going to be. He's already him and Sonya are going to be there, and unless something changes between now and then. But yeah, they do appreciate it. Somebody trying to get one started there. It's and spoke with the one of the founders at for a pretty lengthy conversation. But anyway, trying to get that off ground, and that's a top notch facility. It's huge, and so everything will be mostly indoors. So weather, shouldn't be an issue. And uh, he said, "I will
Wow.
be good. I don't want to scare off new tablers." Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Oh, Scotty, gotta love this guy. He's always.
You'll make up a brand new channel just to come in and stir havoc. That's what
I
it'll do.
know it, right? He's my favorite Yankee. I mean, Red Sox. I mean, whatever. Yeah. But
That
yeah. Uh, yeah. Robbie said, yeah, we need to build our community closer to us too. So
Yeah, that's the truth, man. And I don't know exactly what you meant by that, Robbie.
well, talking about the that Conway event in
Oh,
Conway. Yeah.
oh, I thought
But
everybody needed to be building closer communities.
I'm gonna tell you what, with the things going on in the world right now, you better know it. You better know it. It's I've had the things we've watched online, but then several conversations I've had this week, and I've had people, hey man, you need to make sure you got your fences in order, got your gates in order, got things ready to go because the world's getting nutty. So.
It's been there for a long
Been
time.
there a while, but it's getting worse. Uh, he is not in Yankee territory. That's right. He's in Red Sox territory over there.
Uh-huh.
He's from Boston. He's in Boston.
It's in Boston.
He parks the
Where
car in the garage. And
Yeah,
Robbie being Robbie being a Red Sox fan, that's why he says that.
I wonder if Scotty would ever come on live with us
I don't
sometimes.
know. That'd be fun.
I mean, we know him so well, we don't know him at all, actually. It's that kind of thing. It's like, get online. What are you, chicken?
Right. Yeah. We have this wonderful community and wouldn't take it anymore. We just need to add it much closer to us. Yeah. And,
Yeah.
and that's it. I'll be honest with you, Robbie. I mean, Keith and I have had those same conversations of, we know people all over, in the homestead community, but then there's people right here. Greg Duncan being not a part of that conversation, but because he's pretty close to us. But anyway, but still a lot of people in our area that we don't know, and so yeah, we get it. And
Did manage, I've been telling
yeah,
Greg, "You need to come over and sit on your front porch and let's drink some coffee,"
right. It
nothing
ain't
like
that far.
inviting yourself to somebody else's house, right? So I
Nah.
did, and he graciously said, "Yeah, sure, anytime, come on over." We never made that happen, but this last weekend we were talking, and so I'm set up to go over to Duncan Family Farms and sit on their front porch. I'm bringing the coffee.
There you go. Hey, that's all right,
Bringing the
right
coffee, and I just roasted some new coffee, and I just tasted it. I've had this setting in reserve for quite a while, but it was some Mexican coffee. Now it's a heavier bean, a little bit larger bean, so its density level is
there. Right.
probably higher. And I think that higher grown coffee, density wise, is better tasting coffee. And I tasted that a little bit early. I didn't let the off gas or anything yet.
Right.
I tasted in it, and it tastes good. So I made some up for Greg too that he can keep. So we'll be
Right.
drinking some Mexico coffee.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. If
Yeah.
if I hear Greg talking funny when we see him next time, I'll know what happened. It was the coffee. But
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, I tasted it first. I mean, just
okay. But he said maybe when I get my 27-inch touchscreen computer up and running, I will. Hey, Ed Kirkpatrick, how you doing, buddy? Glad to have you in.
hey, Ed,
Good to see you,
how you
man.
doing?
But
124 days, Ed.
124
124
days.
days.
Yep. And looking
Does he
forward
know
to.
about the Arkansas one?
I don't know if he does or not. Ed, we were just talking about there's a new homesteading conference, homesteading expo, if you will, getting ready to happen in April. It's Central Arkansas Homestead Conference in Conway, Arkansas, April
Conway,
17th and 18th. Yeah. And that's some guys, two couples who have been vendors and different things at different places around. And um, Rebecca, I'm concerned for you. I don't know. uh, you know, uh,
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Look at you, Rebecca. Never?
never. You don't now, or you never have.
Yeah.
Right.
Person here that has never drank coffee. If my English serves me right, that means she has never drank coffee.
If I read right, yeah. And good evening, Shane, Farm All and Boards. Glad
Hey,
to see you
Shane,
in with us, bud. And yeah, that's crazy. Now Robbie says he doesn't drink coffee, but I don't think it that he's never drank coffee. I just think he doesn't drink coffee. Now,
you've drank coffee before, haven't you, Robbie?
I mean
I'm
that's
finding that hard to believe. But now listen, I was 33 years old before I ever started drinking coffee. So it's not a surprise. But I had tried it before, and it really didn't do me well early in life. I mean, it really had me wired up pretty well. And I still have a 2 cup a day limit as much as I love
right,
it. But but
right.
I didn't start till I was 33 because I had a lull about 10 o'clock in my morning every day. And I thought, well, maybe I should try coffee, and it smoothed me right out. Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I mean, I remember, I guess having little cups of coffee and stuff when I was a kid, but of course, Dad drank coffee like most people drink water, drink air. I mean,
Oh man. Mhm.
you know, I, I can remember I remember Dad drank soda some. I know he drank sweet tea, which was more syrup than tea back in the day, and of course coffee black. Don't be putting no foo foo stuff in there,
And
but
don't be washing that cup, or
don't
if
be
you have
washing his cup either.
so
Uh,
much, that thing is
uh,
permanently
right.
stained black. you know, some of
Right.
you guys know what I'm talking
Mhm.
about.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So let's see, it's coffee Cafe Danone from New Orleans with chicory.
I've
Ooh.
had that. I've had that, and I make, what's that type of coffee that you make? It's like a Vietnamese,
Mm.
style of coffee making, and boy, is that good, but man, it will it it will put a spark under you, let's just put it that way.
It'll light your fire.
Yeah, it tastes
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Tastes
Now
great,
now
yeah.
Robbie said that, he's tried it but can't stand it. Used to really hate the smell too, gotten more used to it, still don't love it. But,
Yeah.
yeah,
Are you
to each the own, to each their own, I guess, you know. I'm not a huge coffee drinker, but I don't mind a good cup, you know, I like a good cup, and, anyway, Dark Acres, y'all getting your deer? I have not. I
I
know
bet
Robbie,
he's
I
a
don't know.
hobby.
Yeah, I don't know. Did you get any yet this year? I know, well, he's not on here, but I know Terry with uh TNT. I know he's gotten some. Yeah, and
Got some,
I
yeah.
think Jack maybe got some, but and
Was the
I'm
guy
not
that had to quit and then hadn't gone back yet? I
yeah,
forget who said
coffee
that.
person either. Louisiana sweet tea for me. Well,
Yeah, I
I'm
like
I'm
Louisiana.
I'm I'm a sweet tea guy. I'm drinking some right here, but Uh, but got $2. Good deal. But yeah, I've seen a couple. Seen a bunch actually. They're all around me, but just time to. Yeah, anyway, and Robbie
So
said he makes a lot of coffee though for Sonya. um, but
there we go.
yeah,
That's Tanya's. That's it.
that's it.
That's
Oh
it.
yeah, I remember she was all about some bags of coffee.
Oh, that's
So,
right. Yeah, I
yeah,
remember that. Yeah.
yeah. So uh,
So I want to know from since we started talking about deer,
mm,
I want to know what your favorite deer meal is.
oh, mine's chili, hands down.
It's like deer chili, man,
Yeah,
and I very seldom get it, but I do like that quite a bit. What about you guys?
yeah. That's just what's your favorite. Now, I mean, now listen, a good roast, you know, is good too. If you got all the vegetables, you got everything in it. But ultimately, as far as just what I prefer, either just the deer sausage, deer jerky, you know, as a snack, that type of thing. But deer chili, yeah,
Yeah.
that's
You see
you
this
know,
from Ed said he got 20
20
pounds of
pounds.
ground from a buddy. I
That's
need
a good
buddies
buddy.
like yours.
No
Yeah.
kidding.
Don't
Yeah.
let that guy get away.
Yeah. See, Dark Acre said stew or korma. So I'm gonna be that guy. What's korma?
What is
Uh,
lay it on?
anyway, while anyway, fried deer meat at the camp is hard to beat. Uh,
Yeah.
oh, Rebecca said backstrap butterfly. Ooh, very nice. That's
Okay.
good meat. That's good
It
meat
is.
right there. That
Yeah.
backstrap is that's the prized possession right there. That's
So, is there
oh,
anybody out there who hunts for deer or eats deer that does not do uh, a deer
okay.
chili? Is there anyone that don't?
Oh, Ed said fried backstrap, and then
I'd
Dark Age came in. So does Persian dish that korma. It's a Persian dish. Okay,
have to
awesome.
look that up.
Okay, but yeah,
I know what
Monty,
shawarma
Monty and
is.
Michelle said backstrap. Yeah, yeah.
Is
So
shawarma and shawarma the same thing or
I
close
don't
to
know
it? I know what shawarma is.
if I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Maybe I'm not, but it's Q there. But hey, listen, I like trying interesting stuff. You know, you get spices and you get that thing. Ed said deer tacos for the ground. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds
That'd
really
be
good.
good. That would be, yeah, that'd be
Little
good.
cilantro.
Okay,
Yeah.
he said no. Uh, Dark Age said no, so it's not what you were asking, I guess. But anyway, but yeah, I'd be interested in that. I mean, you know, when I was over in that part of the world, the only thing I got local sample, I guess, was as far as food was the seafood off the Persian Gulf. So, corna is how it's said. You hit it right. Okay, corna. Okay. Um,
Corn.
let's see. Now, Rebecca said, when I do have venison ground, I do make it into chili with other meat. Oh yeah, you got to add some stuff in with it. Yeah, I'm a big fan of sausage. You know, of getting like sausage and put in there.
Yeah,
Um,
secret sauce. Anybody got
yeah,
any secret sauce they put
yeah.
in?
See, Tracy said, I just feed my deer; they don't feed me. Ah, anyway, korma. Yeah, over the top deer chili. Yeah.
Who said they just feed their deer?
Tracy says, "I just feed my
Great.
deer. They don't feed me." You know,
Okay.
uh, I listen. We've got a rule. Oh, Troy Sutton said tenderloin biscuits and gravy. Ooh, yeah.
Mm, that
Um,
sounds good right now. I did come
I
hungry.
watched. Now you want to talk about something? I mean, I don't know how many. I don't know how many here used to watch Duck Dynasty and those guys, but Jace and all them down there, the Robertsons. But I watched Jace do a thing, and it was a young deer meat tender, and it was tender, and he cut that up and he wrapped that in bacon. And put that on the grill and smoked that on the grill, and I was like, man, that just looked good.
I don't know why I started. I don't know why I
Why?
started
You
this.
because you were hungry before we
I
started the
was
show.
hungry before, and I slammed a little piece of chicken that my son was
Uh,
cooking.
let's
He's
see.
good
Uh,
at cooking chicken.
let's all right.
Really good.
Shane, I like this. Shane said, I like deer chili, but that's for old tough bucks. Wouldn't waste a good young deer on chili. Yeah. Yeah, there
Ah,
you go.
okay.
And let's see. Okay. And then she said, I'm about to let out a secret. Should not say, but I will. I like putting ground goat and ground bison in with my venison ground meat for chili. Hey, I bet that's good. I bet that, I mean, have had all of the above. Haven't had goat, haven't had bison, and haven't had venison. I bet that puts a good,
Spin
good
on that.
thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Today it's a duck season right around the corner. Yes, it is. Uh,
Mhm.
I
I
had to be
seen a
careful
duck.
with the homesteaders, for they might slip me some possum. What
So,
Scotty
can
said.
anybody tell me what happens when a lone duck is flying the wrong
Um,
direction
yes,
for
I mean
winter?
it's a good one. I remember you brought that. You told me that the other day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I said I was watching it, and it was I mean, it was just "Wah, wah, wah, wah," going the wrong direction. I said, "Dude, are you confused? You gotta be going back that way." I mean, I see that, they migrate right across my house here,
right,
and, and of course, they're honking like crazy as they go over and everything. So whenever I seen that one up there and I looked, I knew that I knew he was absolutely headed the wrong direction
right,
alone,
right.
alone.
Now, Scotty, I'm going to bring this back up here. Now, listen, I happen to have a recipe for possum stew, so
Say
you be
what?
careful. Yeah.
You're my brother. I don't know this.
Well, that's because I don't make it. I just happen to have a recipe for it. That's all.
Oh, okay. It's like an emergency rest.
Well, hey, listen, you got to be
What you got?
prepared because you never know, and there's a whole
You
lot of
never
them
know.
critters running
Roadkill.
around here,
Yeah.
and
A little
so
roadkill.
yeah.
You do pretty well around
Um,
here if you was willing to eat roadkill.
well, listen, from what I've been told, and I was told this by Grandma Hooper, uh, is that it's a bit greasy and it's got a little gristle, but other than that, it's pretty good eating. So,
I'll have to take her word for it.
well, so far I'm taking her word for it, but
Hey, but I'm not
but
I'm not fond of going hungry, so
she
okay.
survived, through the depression and all that. So I imagine a lot. Uh, uh, but I'm with you, Robbie. I have no interest in eating it either.
No interest. Yeah.
But when I seen it in this cookbook that I got, I was like, "Hey, all right, well, we got it. We know." Yeah. So,
Right, I
uh,
guess you could season it up. Somebody says, like, ketchup covers up
yeah,
everything.
that's the duct tape of the food world right there.
Greasy ketchup doesn't sound too
Yeah.
good. It sounds like a bad night is what it sounds like.
Okay, I'm gonna have to see the rest of that. So when my aunt, okay, so made possum stew, it was like e. So I'm assuming there's another word coming. Oh, goat belly. Okay. Okay. All right. Learning things here today.
Goat belly.
Hey, there's Duncan Pinforms, Greg and Donna. Good to see
Hey,
you in there.
Greg.
You know,
Hey,
but
I got some information for you. I did manage to roast you up a pound of coffee that I'll be bringing. It
yeah.
it will not be the Brazilian that I had. It's actually gonna be Mexico. Mexico. Freshly roasted today. I liked it. I fixed mine probably different than yours.
Uh,
But anyway, I'll be bringing you a bag of that, and well, we're gonna open it up and see what we can do.
there we go. Over the top chili, smoked for a few hours, then mixed in with the rest of the stuff. There we go.
Okay,
But,
over
yeah.
the top
I
chili.
was just working on my wife told me I was going to throw her for a loop, so I got to stick with it. I probably have to make my first batch with the old faithful recipe, but that I've had for a long time. But I was researching a new chili recipe this year. So, uh, but anyway, Greg says, "Yay, sounds great." So,
Yeah,
but,
it'll be fun.
yeah. But anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna work on a new chili recipe. I may work on a new chili recipe this year, and all it is, it's not really that much different than what I was already doing. It's just instead of going to getting a pack with the chili powder in it and the little, those types of ingredients, um, it it's actually using real ingredients and actually having to like caramelize the onions and the tomatoes and actually doing some of the actual cooking work. So, Tracy has a question for you. uh,
Hey, Tracy, talk to me after the show, huh? I'll hook you up.
uh, there you go.
All you got to do is send me your address, and I'll see if I can. I don't. Am I allowed to ship it? It's not selling it across borders.
I don't. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know that anybody would. I don't think it would be. I don't know. Okay. Oh, Ed said do baked beans on the grill with deer added. Yeah, I mean, I can see that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm down with baked beans. I love
Oh yeah.
baked beans.
Tracy said hello.
Huh?
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, that's no coffee, man. That's like that's one of those things where it's either even people who don't like coffee will still hang around with coffee drinkers. So
Yeah. I mean, conversation is good generally.
yeah. Scotty,
Generally.
listen, Scotty busted my chops. Look at this. Have to finish the kitchen first, Aaron. Uh, touche, touche, good sir.
Yeah.
Touche.
He got you, man. He hits you
Yeah.
right between.
Listen, the floors are in. The lower cabinets are in, minus a couple of drawers and doors, and countertops in, sinks in, stove, microwave, dishwasher, refrigerator. Uh, got to get the upper cabinets in. Got the dining room table in. I got curtains hanging. My wife wants a chandelier over the kitchen table or dining room table, and I've got a bench to build in the bay window, and I've got pantries to build. So I've got a winter. That's the winter projects for inside the house there. But not to mention everything else I got to get done. But yeah, I got time for a job.
That's right. You don't have time for a job.
But thank you for reminding me, Scotty, that I have to finish the kitchen. Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah. Like
right. I do
you
need
don't
to finish the
get
kitchen.
reminders as it is. Yeah.
Hmm.
So,
Oh, I get a reminder every time I walk through it. But yeah,
man, I tell you what,
it's
been
fun.
an interesting week.
Wow, it's been crazy.
Yeah, really
Yeah,
interesting week, and
yeah. We ready to get into that? Are we
I
gonna get into that?
don't really want to. You understand?
I do. I do understand you don't want to, but I mean, we probably oughta, because it's going to take us the remainder of our time before Monty and Michelle come on to talk through this, and uh,
Yeah,
you know,
man, I don't even know where to start with you guys. And
you're our friends, man. But
I mean, our community ain't going anywhere. They're still here, and we're still with them. But
look at this. Look at this. Never,
what is it?
you
Never
never
trust
trust.
someone named
It's Scott.
Scott.
Yeah,
I wish Scott was here, my brother, to hear that. Yeah,
yeah. I know. He'd probably agree with you, though.
he don't listen. But
He-
anyway, yeah. So you guys lend us your ear for just a minute. We got something a little, serious for us.
yeah.
To talk about, and then we'll kind of get into the why. But earlier, you asked when we were going to start the Tuesdays, and so the quick and just rip the band-aid off type of
Get,
way to do this is
it's gonna
that
hurt. It's gonna hurt.
yeah, it's gonna maybe probably hurt us worse than you guys,
Maybe so.
um, but we've decided not to do the farm to table show the way that we were doing it because it was getting in to be something that was just consuming us. I mean, anytime that when you wake up in the morning, the first thing that you think of in the day, what do I have to do today for the farm to table show? And a lot of you guys channels out there, and you guys know what it's like to edit. I'm preaching to the choir when it talking about that, but we had to not only decide what we were going to do with the show, we also had to do our research and putting all of that together so that hopefully we were talking at least somewhat from a standpoint of good information and knowledge about what we talked about.
Right.
And that took a lot of time and
Massive.
a massive amount of time for us. And man, I don't know how to share this effectively, but I'm going to do my best to try. Is that one of the things that both Ryan and I and most of the people that's in this audience are is we're Christians, you know, and you know Christ is our first love. And I'll be honest with you, I was spending so much time doing this, and it was consuming me to the point that it became. You would think that it became my first love,
Yeah.
right? And so I grappled with it, and you know, an awful lot, and I could never figure out a way to um, balance it the proper way. You
Yeah.
know, so if people were asking, well, was it the sheer workload? You know, the workload was hard, and
Yeah.
we dearly loved and still do love the process of making content.
Yeah.
Um, and for those of you guys who have listened to us long enough, you know, we didn't start this thing to make a YouTube channel, to be influencers, or to
Yeah.
be, you know, successful or wealthy at that. You know, we started with a why, and the why is still out there. And I will repeat it just in case people missed it. But the why was this: when we seen what was going on in the world, especially when it came to supply chains and the things that was going on that we with that, you know, after COVID. I'm not afraid to say that anymore. I'm just
No
kidding.
kidding. Pretty much. Yeah.
But whenever that happened, um, you know, we had paid attention for an awful long time, you know, through politics and that sort of thing. So when we started the channel, it was because we thought we needed to bring our food sources back closer to home, to take some links out of the food supply chain so that our families would be taken care of. And we didn't want to ever hear that if things go south on us in the future in America or wherever you happen to be, that they would say, Papa Keith uh, and Grandpa,
A
uh,
papa.
Papa,
Yeah.
you know, why didn't you stand up and say something? So that's how this whole channel started.
Right.
And of course, the way we got our name was the Farm to Table Show, is because we realized that we needed to bring our food sources back closer to home.
Yep.
Now, that's always been at the back of our mind. Every piece of content that we made, almost, I think we've had some that were a
Eh,
little topic or whatever, but for the most part, the why was always back there to say, okay, what can we do? And in the process of that, you know, we found the homestead community, and these are the best people, the salt of the
yeah.
earth
Yep.
people, and 90% at least are probably, you know, Christian. And so when we found it, it was kind of like coming home for us.
Yep. 100%.
And um, and so when we ever brought this up, and it's something that if you've been in content creation, you know, it's a hamster wheel. I mean, it just keeps you jumping for the algorithms and that sort of thing. And we would put together some content and we'll say, oh man, this is a really good show. And we thought that they were very, you know, good shows. There
Yeah.
were some that I felt like we might have been sending it in a little bit, but but we did put a lot of thought and a lot of attention to trying to make it relevant to the primary why that we have. Um, and in the process, we've made a lot of good friends. I mean,
Whole lot.
I can't, you know, we got to do some amazing things. And I'm not saying, guys, by the way, that we'll never put content on the Farm to Table Show. It's just simply it can't go on as is.
Yeah.
Um, because it's not sustainable for us.
Right.
I'm retired. I have quite a bit of time on my hand to do stuff. But Ryan wears a lot of hats. He's preaching, um, and he drives a truck until stupid 30 a.m. up until stupid 30 p.m. And he
Right.
never knows what that's going to look like,
Right.
and so it's just a lot, you know,
Right.
and and it's a topic that you know we were very hesitant about that. We were saying, "Oh, well, we missed this or we missed that." Yeah, we will. Um, but when it came right down to it, it was the people.
Yep. 100%. And, it's, when you sit there, like I said, I mean, when the first thing on your brain, I mean, because I'll be honest with you, in the mornings, up until this week, when the alarm went off and I got my wits about me, one of the first things I was doing was checking our studio, was checking our stats, seeing what had happened overnight, seeing how a video was performing, seeing what we were doing. And it just become obsessive. Um, and I mean, I would check it throughout the day. It was like almost a nonstop looking at analytics, trying to figure out why did this video do good and this one didn't. And then mind you, as soon as a show was produced and we clicked the off button, I was already having to move my brain to the next show, already having to move to the next show.
Yeah,
And, which is fine. That's part of it. But, when when we looked at it and it's like where we go next and what is it going to take to do it, and um, just the amount of hours. I mean, I love my brother, but being on the phone from 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning until whatever time in the evening we got wrapped up for the day, working on show content, working on ideas, fleshing things out. Who we going to have on, if we're going to have somebody on, what direction, and then when events came up, and it's not, I'm not complaining. It's just it's the price of business, but. We just reached a point, and we had always told each other if we ever reached this point, that we would stop. And so suspending production of content on the Farm to Table Show was a choice that has been a heavy week. Uh, Questioned it a few dozen times in between, but decided that this is the direction to go. And again, the content will remain up there, and I'm sure we'll probably pop in on lives and pop in on things, and maybe drop something from time to time just as things come up. But
as you say, as we've said before, we reserve the right to drop content at will,
I will. Just not going to be on
not
a
on a
schedule,
regular schedule. Yeah,
right? And Robbie, thank you, appreciate that. We would have loved to have been able to call everybody individually. That just wasn't something possible really, but we did call a few, and people that have been there with us for the whole time, or a large portion of the time, and we appreciate that because we love y'all guys, and it was the hardest part of the decision really, and so
yeah. So
but
yeah, uh,
so
you've been
uh,
Ryan. You're such a downer, man.
I know it, man. It's boring. Stop being a Debbie Downer. All
Yeah,
right. No. Hey, listen, guys. Don't. uh, you know.
we're not leaving the
We're not
community.
leaving the community. We're not leaving our friend. We're not leaving the environment. The people we hang around with, our friends.
Right,
We're not
and we may still be pinch hitters, for
like
just like
this.
tonight. We didn't
Yeah.
expect to be getting on tonight till we heard Jack was,
Couldn't make it. Yeah. Couldn't
couldn't
make
make it in, and somebody threw it out there, about maybe,
it.
but that would be short notice. I think that
I think it was Scotty, as a matter of fact.
was it Scotty who said that, or was
I
it
think
somebody
it
else? Anyway,
it was on Wild Huckleberry. I don't know who said it first, but I know Scotty
right.
threw our name out there. So
Yeah, I
thanks,
wanna
Scotty.
I wanna hit this from Ed Kirkpatrick real quick.
Yeah,
Um, he
because
said, "Learn what you can about homesteading and being self-sufficient, then teach your children."
yeah,
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 yeah, and that's good, especially for those who've been successful at
yes,
doing that. I admire them to the nth degree about being able to raise their kids, uh,
hmm,
on a
yeah,
farm or a homestead situation,
right,
especially those who have taken up the mantle of homeschooling. I
right.
have mad respect for them
Oh yeah,
because that is the future of, that we need. So,
Yeah,
Wow.
100%. And yeah, Robbie said, still better see y'all at events. You need to show those sweet hats at other places. Uh,
That's it, Scotty. We're gonna show up just to show this hat.
yeah.
Yeah.
Funny thing is, Robbie, we didn't even coordinate this. I clicked on and he clicked on and we both have one. uh,
Well,
just
my hair
worked out.
was kind of a mess underneath, and
I
so
know
I
mine is,
need a hat.
but anyway, the going forward, one of the things that I'll share, some of the ones got a piece of this over at Robbie's over on the Wild Huckleberry,
Right.
um, but I'm in the process. I've already got the channel active in the sense that it's over there. And you trying to find that, bro?
I'm
Uh,
going to, yeah, go ahead.
okay,
Do
okay,
do your
thank you.
do your deal. I'm gonna
Anyway, uh, okay, I'm gonna interrupt because Tracy said something great. It is okay. It can consume. Put back the order your life should be in. It will get back to living in peace. Yep, and that's it. Um, you know, and for us, that's it. And getting things priorities, and as my brother, yeah, Michael Waters Family Homestead. Yes, go back. There's over 400 short shows, videos, ranging in variety of topics, politics and homesteading and food and everything else. So there's a lot there to watch, and so we would appreciate that. And there's a lot to learn there, a lot that we learned over the course of time of doing this. But anyway, I am going to be. I've got a new channel that I'm going to be continuing to work on. It's called the Homestead Garage, and the best way I can explain this is uh, Bob Vila meets Tim the Toolman trailer. Uh, some other combination thereof. Work in my garage, things that have to be worked on a property, projects. I've got several generators I want to work on. I've got farm implements that need worked on. I've got home projects, DIY projects. So this is all stuff that I have to do anyway. It's on my to-do list, has been on my to-do list. And so I said, well, that's a good way to have a channel is I just bring the camera along. Uh, uh, anyway, Scotty, make a channel called Homestead Garage Jester. LOL. Just kidding. 3 channels is enough. Yeah, no kidding, right? Um, but anyway, the channel is over there. It is the Homestead Garage. Um, there is another channel out there called Homestead Garage. Not knocking on the guy, but he's primarily a tool review. That's his primary function is reviewing tools. And happy for him, but mine's not. But anyway, so that's what it's going to be. No, as you'll hear in some of the intro or read in the description, no polished floors, no $10,000 worth of sponsorship tools yet, and just me trying to figure it out. Not OSHA approved. Uh, don't try this at home unless you're desperate. But anyway, just having fun and putting stuff out. So that's what that channel is going to be. I've got the channel built. I just got to start getting content and get an intro video and get rolling. So that's where that's at.
Can you take some time, by the way? I was out there just searching it. It hasn't propagated in YouTube search.
Okay. Well, it doesn't have any
You can
content. Probably why. Yeah.
well, that's probably right, but
Talk and I'll get it. Yeah.
yeah, so, anyway, yeah, I'm looking forward to that, and he may while I was looking, he may have said it, but you gotta do it anyway. You might
Yeah.
as well just push record, right?
Right. And
Yeah, but I tell you, the hamster wheel of editing is still the same.
yes, it's still there. And
And so, yeah, I'm looking forward to that, and I'm hoping to be able to do something that I'm not under a time, uh, restraint,
there
and
it is. All right.
there we go. We did. We got it. Yay. I'm gonna follow the link right now
Yeah.
and put a sub to it, bro. Can I sub to your channel?
Absolutely, you can sub to my channel with no content.
Right.
uh, that's thank you, Greg, for that, for putting God's first, and that's um, Keith and I are both very our families as a general rule, but definitely Keith, Scott, and I are all three, very much focused on our faith, and So that's where it's got to be. And, things get in the way of it. But that's what my new channel is going to be. And Keith's hoping to be able to work on things with a little bit less of, as he said, a pressure, work on projects he wants to work on. And so anyway, but so that is. That's where Ryan's headed with his thing. As Keith said, I got to do this work anyway. So, Paul Case, what are y'all doing?
What are
Well,
you
Paul
doing?
Case, we're breaking hearts, and well, thank you guys, Monty, Michelle, Paul. You kind of came in on the back end of the party. How was church today? I hope it was good up there. And what we're announcing is that we are suspending production of the Farm to Table show. So there won't be any more scheduled content or scheduled lives, but we reserve the right to continue to drop it at will and fill in on live slots like this one and hang out. And I'm opening a new channel called the Homestead Garage, which you see the link up there on the screen, just so we keep seeing you here. Yeah, we're still going to be, Tracy, we're still going to be in the social networks, in the lives, and hanging in the community. We're not going nowhere. Yeah. And matter of fact, bro, I don't know, because Scotty just I'm gonna throw this over here. So God will and always remain first, but there's an email. Is there an email address to keep in touch? You want to use the
Yeah, it's fine. We still have farm to table direct at protonmail.com.
you put
I'll
that in.
type it in there,
You
maybe.
type that in, and put that link back up while you're doing that. And yeah, so that way you can reach out to us. But and yeah, we're good and good. That's good. And yeah, so that's what's going on in our world over here. Okay, there's the email. Let me show that. Okay, pull that up. Yeah, that's farm to table direct at protonmail.com. That is the email address for the show, which is still active and will remain active. And so we'll be able
Oh
to
yeah,
check that. And so,
yeah. We're not taking the channel down at all either.
no, not taking the channel down, not closing it. Like I said, and just, and we still have, like I said, not putting ourselves under a pressure of it, but there is still there's still stuff we've done that hasn't been edited and worked on. So
Yeah,
there's still
yeah. I've
there's
got
still
some.
stuff that needs to go out. And so, but
I
anyway,
still got a plate full.
oh yeah, yeah. So they
Yeah.
may, so if you see stuff, it just know what it is. But anyway,
Thank you,
um,
Tracy.
so that's that. Listen, Monty and Michelle with Red Dirt Rooster Road are coming up here in about 8 minutes.
And they
Behind
got a
7
guest tonight.
and they have a guest, Mickey from Critter Creek, USA.
And
uh,
for those of you who don't know Mickey, you should go over and check that out because besides being an interesting character, he does really fine artwork
yeah,
and
and
loves doing it, by the way.
yeah,
Absolutely loves doing it.
that's the thing. Loves to do it. Loves to help the people in the homestay community. Okay, he's got that up at that. I'm gonna go ahead and put that channel link back up there. I think everybody had time, but I'll put that back up. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, they're coming up with that, so that's cool. So I'm look forward to catch a little bit of that before I have to go off for the evening. But so that's happening. Man, and as as many pointed out earlier, we brought up 124 days to Okie Homestead Expo. So
Hmm.
if you haven't got your plans and your tickets,
Yeah.
it's out there at Okie
I may
Homestead.
either get tickets or I may just show up and volunteer or something
Yeah,
there.
I'm undecided. I've got to figure it out. I still want to go. I just don't know, my work schedule. If I can, to try to, if I volunteered, it would just be for those 2 days. I wouldn't be able to come up early. So I don't know.
Oh
That may
yeah.
not. Yeah.
You got too many hats, bro.
Too many hats. I'm trying. Hey, listen. I know. I'm trying to. I can't get rid of the hats apparently, but I can consolidate the hats, and that's what I'm trying to
Yeah.
see if I can consolidate some hats. But no. Yeah, and that's not even counting having a business idea that I want to get started that I still haven't got started.
You got to work your way to it, bro.
Got to work to it. But
That's
you
intentional.
know, which was in line with. Thank you, Robbie, for posting that
Thanks,
link
Rob.
to Red
Yeah.
Dirt Rooster Road. Yeah, let me pull that up.
There we
There we
go.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're next. So definitely want to join them
There's a
over there.
link if
Yeah,
you guys
but
don't know where it's at
so anyway,
already. Follow that link right after this.
Thank you for the shout out. Yes, everyone come see us. Going to jump off so we can get set up. All right, guys. Monty,
Thanks, guys.
Michelle, thanks for hanging out with us.
See you in a
Uh,
little bit.
yeah, we'll see you in a bit. And Robbie said, I don't need tickets. I'll be volunteering again. Yeah. Robbie has learned that volunteering is a really great way to meet everybody in the
Right.
involved in
Make
these
friends.
events and
That's
make
part of what it's
friends.
about is
Yep.
is networking, right? And when
Absolutely.
you say networking, it's not just about business. It's about
Friends
building friendships with great people. That's what
and
it's about.
community and everything and that type of thing. So, I mean, it's, but that's what it's all about. So, I mean, because I mean, honestly, if the community here wasn't what it is, I don't know if we'd have stayed as long as we did. But
Yeah.
so but
I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Something interesting, and I hate to say this because we just put out one of the best performing videos on our
yeah,
last episode that we have ever done. It
yep,
outperformed in every metric.
yep,
And it was because of something that I believe we kind of hit on.
yep,
And if anybody out there, if you guys want to corner us up and ask us, what we did or what we found out, we'd be happy to tell you what we were on to. It may not
yeah,
even work within what you guys do,
yeah,
but yeah, but yeah. Then by the way, I'll be
yeah,
leaving town
yeah, real soon.
early December.
Hey, there's Chris jumping in. How do you see it there, Chris?
Chris.
Yeah,
Oh, and then there's Chris.
right.
And then there's
And
Chris.
then there's Chris.
Right. Hi,
Well,
Chris.
hi, Chris. Yeah.
Hi,
Anyway,
Chris.
uh, uh, anyway, oh, Robbie said, I enjoy working with Sean and Kevin, but Brandy and Rachel are really fun to work with.
Yeah, man,
Uh,
they're top notch, really. They're the proactive ones.
hmm. Dark Acres, I don't know. Said anybody else have an
Oh,
issue subscribing? I'm getting an error.
I
I don't
did.
know.
I subscribed just earlier and
I don't
it did
know.
fine, yeah.
Well, hello, but anyway,
I
so
don't know.
yeah,
You might ought to call Chris and catch her up on what it is.
yeah, that'd probably be a good idea.
Yeah,
You can call her and catch her up because she came in late. So
yeah.
um,
So, yeah, I'm going out of town.
yeah, where you going, bro?
I'm going to Belize.
Did y'all hear that, everybody? He's going to Belize. Okay, yeah, that place.
I'm taking my wife to Belize.
Yeah, how about that? Merry Christmas. But
Merry Christmas to me
yeah,
and her. Now we'll
yeah,
be spending, what do they say? Uh, 9 9 days and 8 glorious nights in the Caribbean.
yes. There you go. But anyway, so yeah. Meanwhile, the rest of us are going to sit up here and hope that it's not,
You're right.
freezing, and you know, I hope
I
we have
doubt
some.
it's gonna be freezing. It's in December, man.
Robbie said, "I can't believe it."
Believe it, it's true.
It's true.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
sorry, pulled a bit of Scotty there.
you know
That's
you know what
okay.
I found what I found interesting about it is, the tickets were only like $600 a piece. I can be there in 6.5 hours. I go to the Philippines, it takes me 32 hours and 3 to 4 times the amount to get, tickets to get all the way to where we live there. So, when I started checking it out, um, I thought, "Man, that's great." And they have, temperatures that float between, 69 degrees and, a mid-80s maybe this time of year.
Yeah,
And, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
just
kind of like what we got outside right now.
we could hate it, I'm just saying.
Yeah, kind of like what we got outside right now. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh, no, I think this is better right now.
yeah.
I really do because it doesn't have the mosquitoes and the bugs we're probably gonna run into down there.
Right.
Howler monkeys at night, and it's
Howler
gonna be
monkeys.
terrible. Yeah.
Oh man, you're gonna go down there and get attacked by the monkeys. That's
I hope not. Yeah. Anyway,
yeah. Well, I put that link back up, folks. Red Dirt Rooster Road is next on the Homestead Sunday hangout stuff. and I'm not even going to try to remember everybody. I know the Wild Huckleberries before us. I know Money Pit Homesteads before them. I think Chris and Dodger before them. I know Bert and Cindy over at Simple Acres starts the day off. I know Rebecca, Touched by Yarn, is also early in the day on Sunday. And then Monty and Michelle with the Wild Huckleberry rounds the night out. And so head on over there to the Wild Huckleberry. Good night, Michael. Nice to meet you, Waters Family Homestead.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, and look forward to maybe seeing you out there in the community as well. And so anyway, so yeah, head on over there. I'm going to bring that link back up to Red Dirt Rooster Road if you didn't have it already. And we're off. We're at our hour. So hey,
thanks for hanging out with us.
Thanks for
and
hanging with us.
We're pinch hitting.
And I'll let y'all know when I'm really getting busy with the channel. Thanks for the subs. And as we say, prepare for the unexpected
and keep it local.
Keep it local, everybody. Hashtag stronger together. None of that stuff has changed. We're all still here. That's it. Hashtag stronger together. Hashtag all those great things. But anyway, Hank, take us on out of here.
No humans were harmed in the production of this podcast.